Antigua Shipyard, map number 2 in our Terran versus Protoss. To the left side of the map, in the red, starts our Terran player. This is
MarineKing Prime,
King of Marines.
once again with this Prime jersey, looking a little bit like a Sith Lord.
Yeah, man, just like Hongen. Up at the top right, our Protoss player, a 2-time GSL champion. His ID is
SKMC.
I miss Hongen already.
Yeah, I can tell.
I really do.
You can tell when we casted his games that you were really upset when he lost.
I'm so happy that I keep seeing his thread popping up on Team Liquid. People really being sad that he retired. Timo Toss, this is of course a League of Legends champion, and he did some sort of League of Legends Timo impression as a ceremony once, so I guess that's why he's being called the Timo Toss.
Should I actually be worried about you that you know that?
You don't have to worry. I saw it live when it happened. I was watching StarCraft. Don't worry. It's fine.
I hope so. Well,
don't be scared. Everything's fine. All right.
I'm gonna leave.
Well, what if StarCraft had an in-game stream viewer? Would that mean that the viewer numbers are higher? I don't know. What if... Not going to go down that road today.
Well, the thing is, Riot Games makes an amazing job when it comes down to promoting the game. I really love the model that they choose for their game. But in the end, we are here to watch StarCraft,
yeah,
and for good reason. So right now
I don't know why he's doing those sort of ceremonies. Wrong game, man.
We have the command center first for MarineKing. MSC decides to harass the SCV right away. Now we have round the robin with what was that? Yeah, we have weird sound in the studio right now. Sorry guys for that.
Yeah, that was a little bit strange. I don't know.
It's like what? And well, we have the double barracks building right now. What I was about to say is that he just tries to be a little bit aggressive with this probe, and he is really good at that, isn't he?
This probe is just, well, he didn't do it correctly that time. Here's a trick for you guys, by the way. I don't remember who first introduced it. I don't remember the name of the technique, but if you take a probe to right-click and harass on an SCV, if you hold down Shift and then spam right-click on the SCV, every time the probe gets confused, it will actually just immediately go back and attack. Wow, that was actually really close, but that tip basically makes it so that if the SCV kind of bugs out your probe, then you can still have the attack commence.
That is basically something that especially the Zerg players have to do. We talked about it in the past when Zergs were trying to hold this double barracks bunker aggression from Terran, and as soon as you set one of your drones onto the SCV and you forget to do the shift right click, then yeah, you might be losing the game just because the bunker's up. MC now with a lot of aggression in the early game with this one single probe actually able to delay his opponent's command center by quite a bit, and also getting into the main base to have a bit of scouting.
The Zealot will arrive here as well to start to damage things, and oh, this looks like a DT drop.
Yeah, look at this. We have Twilight Council and the robotics right away. But I wanted to say something else when while you were just talking about the drop play and how strong drop play is on this map. The one thing that I really don't like all that much about how Protoss is actually engaging in this map, in this case it's a little bit different because the positioning that he chooses for his tech buildings at this point in time already shows us that he wants to start with the Warp Prism because he wants to reduce the distance between the building and his opponent's base. But this is something that a lot of Protoss players actually do, that they, in this situation, it would be the bottom right of their main base, that they try to just set up their tech structures. They go on autopilot mode and just set them up, while they should just try to hide them at the top right, because the bottom right of the main base of MC is the first point that MarineKing is going to drop if he decides to move out with double medivac. And we've seen so many Protoss players lose a match because suddenly their robotics bay was sniped, their robotics facility was killed. By a drop, they have to rebuild it. So if you actually just start to play StarCraft right now, try to train yourself to actually hide your buildings in a position where a drop does not really occur all that often. In this position for MC would actually be the top right or even down at his expansion.
This is a very good point. Oh, he's going to lose that probe. That means the only pylon he's going to have to reinforce this is going to be there. And if he loses this observer, this entire build will be stopped. He's going to go. He's not going for DTs, by the way. We didn't mention it, but you guys can already see. We don't need to tell you. He's going for blink stalkers here. He's going to use that observer to blink into the main. He needs to buy time with these stalkers. He is facing some heavy marine aggression from MarineKing. And the SCV will scout this. Now he knows what's going on. I would not be surprised to see a bunker go up in the main base right now.
We don't have this War Prism that we actually thought. He's going for the build that we discussed when we were mentioning Antigua Shipyard in the early stages of the game. He's going for Blink Stalkers with the Observer. The positioning of the buildings basically only for the Observer time, but a little... Oh, wow! That was a close one. Really good micro here by MC. These Marines... That was a scary moment, but these Marines are all going to die without doing too much damage. It was well done by MC, but close nonetheless. Yeah, it definitely was. He's going to kill all these Marines, and this is going to make this push a little bit stronger. But like I said, he makes a bunker in his main base, not on top of his ramp, but I mean inside of his main base, so he can, if the Stalkers blink near it, defend. He doesn't make two, though. Okay, there's the second one going in his main, but he's not going to have it ready in time. The Stalkers are warping in 4 more of them, and here we go. He's just going to blink right on top of that. Stim is almost done, but it is not done yet. If he goes right now, he may be able to force a cancel on it. And there it is. He blinks into the main base. He takes down the SCV. He starts shooting away at those Marines and Marauders. The SCVs are being pulled too, and MC with his micro is blinking one individual Stalker at a time, and oh my god, MarineKing is about to lose so many units. MC in a great position here. 31 army supply against 20, and he blinks in again. He blinks in again. He forces the cancel on one of those barracks. He's going to get the second one here as well. Any units that come out are going to be a little bit vulnerable as well here. Now he's going to get the tech lab potentially, which will cancel concussive shells and will mean no more Marauders, most important of all. Oh my god, this is really bad. Bad for MarineKing. MC, one stock at a time. Once again, he saves most of them. Look at this micro. It is insane. He will tear through the last of these units, nearly doubling his opponent's supply. The Stalkers blink in again. He's warped in more of them back at the pylon. His control here is phenomenal. He will actually take out this barrack slowly but steadily, getting the SCVs as well, and there is no stopping him at this point. MarineKing is fighting for dear life at this point in time. He has the expansion, but he's losing his production buildings. He's losing SCVs. He's losing his command center. MC is about to pull it off. He is about to advance to the winner's game. He's about to face Squirtle. MarineKing is on the ropes, and well, he has to perform some kind of miracle in order to get back into this match. You're absolutely right. The bunker is being repaired, but there is too much DPS, and the Stalkers blinking back. He can never kill them. The medevacs are helping out quite substantially here, but the firepower may be too much. MarineKing does have +1 on his units, but he does not have enough of them. MC now tripling MarineKing's supply. The last Marauder blinks on top of the bunker, falls, and this is going to be MC in the winner's match. MC walking down the ramp. He knows that he has done it. He killed the last remaining forces of MarineKing. MarineKing down to 16 supply. Is losing every single SCV that he has. Types GG and leaves the game. MC against Squirtle in the winner's match. And he's like showing his shirt, showing them. He's showing the pins. He's like, he says, you've never gotten one of these before. Not yet, MarineKing. King of second place, in fact. Oh, wow. Wow, indeed. Well, MC basically holds an all-in, then shows an all-in of his own in Game 2 on MarineKing's map choice. Well done. Beautiful reaction. I think he chose to do this because he saw the command center first. The positions of his Robo was actually already indicating that he might just go for some kind of War Prison build, but I think in the end the only thing that he really tried to do was making sure that if there was a scan by MarineKing, that he would have been able to hide it. So he was trying to hide the buildings in his main base and went for the strategy that we talked about when the map was introduced. This is just... He just showed why Blinkstalker with one single observer is so strong on this map. You can always use those high and low ground advantages. And the thing is, what MarineKing can do, if he, as you said, if he spots the observer, if he sees it moving and he scans and takes it down, everything will be delayed. The tactic will be shown, and MC will be forced to produce a second observer. He will lose time, and this will give time for MarineKing to prepare for what's coming. But right now, it worked. It worked very well thanks to the micro of MC, and of course also because he caught all these Marines in the middle of the map. He sandwiched them from both sides and took them apart, like always trying to go in there a little bit guerrilla style. Was really, really well done, and MarineKing lost like, I think 10 to 12 Marines. It was a great job by MC. Yeah, it really was. I mean, his micro is phenomenal there. This is one of the scariest builds that any Terran will ever have to face with Command Center first. It's
basically the most popular build to punish Command Center first as an all-in in Korea. It was used a lot more. I remember Zelnaga Fortress was the map I saw it the most on. I know a lot of you guys probably don't even remember that map, but that map had such a huge wide space, just like this one. It's a great map to do it on, and it was just a perfect choice by MC. All right, Command Center first. I'm going Blink Stalker all in. Well done. And he will join, like you said, Squirtle in the winners finals.
We're going to see this match in just a few minutes. We have another 5-minute break, and then we will be back with the GSL Code S with Calder and Wolf. See you in a few.